Hey everyone, welcome back to another Rocket League video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the sky blue cars in the game. Sky blue is my favorite color in Rocket League, so I've been collecting all the sky blue items. Today we're going to take all the cars into free play so you can see them from all angles, check out the sides and the bottoms, and find out which one looks the coolest for you. If you're new here, make sure you get subscribed so you can check out my other Rocket League inventory videos. And if you find this helpful, make sure you click the like button down below. Let's take the Animus into free play and take a look at it. The Animus doesn't have a whole lot of paint on the top. It's mostly just on the flares on the bottom wing and front wing. But it does look pretty cool. The front wing is my favorite part. When you're flying through the air with some aerial action, that front wing really stands out, and I think that's the coolest part about this car. The Breakout doesn't have much in its painted version. It's just a little touch around the windows, the little exhaust vents, and the louvers on the side. There's no paint on the bottom of the car at all. So it's just these little touches on the top. It's pretty simple, but it's clean and nice. I think I like it. The Sentio. The Sentio isn't everyone's favorite car to play in-game, but it is one of my favorite painted cars because they put so much paint on it. The whole side of the car, the front lip, the back wing, is all painted, not to mention the bottom of the car is all covered in whatever color you pick. Sky blue in my case, of course. But it's just so much color that you can make really awesome two-tone car setups with this. And yeah, if you enjoy playing with the Sentio, I think it's definitely worth picking up painted versions. The Endo. The Endo was the first car that Psyonix put in the game with painted versions. And at first people were like, I kind of don't get it. It's just like a little bit of touch on the windows and on the back. But then they started flying through the air and they saw that the bottom of this car is just covered in paint. So it's really cool if you're someone who's flying through the air a lot, you're getting in all the replays, you're doing your freestyling. I think it's a fun car. The Imperator, full of 80s goodness. This car, again, it's mostly just on the bottom of the car. It does creep up the fenders a little bit and a little bit on the bumper there. But the bottom of the car is painted. You get a little bit of the engine work underneath. You know, if you love the pop-up headlights like I do. My first car had pop-up headlights. I think it's pretty fun. And yeah, I like this car a lot. The Jaeger is definitely one of the best looking cars in the game. The painted version is pretty cool too. You got the little vents on the hood and the fog light. I guess what would be a fog lights in a normal car on the hood. Oh, you even got the brake calipers. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, and then of course it's got plenty of paint on the bottom side. The Jaeger, if the Jaeger had the hitbox of the Octane, I think it could have the potential to be the most popular car in the game. But because it doesn't, a lot of people use it just because it is so good looking. If it had that hitbox, I think it could be the best car in the game. The Mantis is another car I really love the painted versions of. That little square in the front and then all that back section that's painted give it a lot of accents that you can play around with and make some pretty cool setups. You can see some of the paint on the bottom side as well. If you're a Batmobile user, I would recommend trying out the Mantis because you can customize it and it feels a lot like the Batmobile, but just a little bit different. The Merc. I like the paint on the Merc a whole lot. That whole stripe of blue that goes up and down the fenders on the side and just that little touch on the wing in the back. It's very cool. The Merc, you know, its popularity is questionable. A lot of people use it, you know, as a joke. And some people just really enjoy it. I think it looks cool in the game. So if you're a fan of the van, make sure you pick up a painted version in your color of choice. And then we have the Octane, the most popular car in the game. I'm sure you've seen one of these a time or two. The painted version, it's little touches on the fenders and along the windows, along the rear wing. You don't see much on the bottom of the car when you're flying through the air. But they are very popular, one of the most popular painted cars in the game because it's the most popular car in the game. And the white one looks really awesome, of course. It's selling for like $85 right now. Keys, 85 keys. And, you know, got the sky blue one too. If you could use separate colors for your blue and red team, I'm sure the painted versions on blue and crimson would be a lot more expensive than they are. But until that happens, you can pick one up for a decent price and make some setups work for both sides. And we got the Roadhog. Roadhog being one of the less popular cars in the game, but the paint does add a lot to it. Almost the whole back section of the car is painted. It's got all those accents on it. a little bit on the front, and then the brush guard. And on the bottom of the car, you got just the fenders that you can see from underneath these fenders and side skirts you can see when you're flying through the air. Maybe instead of painting the Roadhog, they should have put their efforts into making painted versions of like the Dominus, Dom GT, something like that we could get our hands on somehow, some way. But the Roadhog is what we got, so that's what we're stuck with. Speaking of cars they shouldn't have spent their time painting, it's the Venom. I've not seen anyone use a Venom in game in a long time. Maybe in the lower ranks when people are still new and experimenting with cars, but no one uses this car anymore. Paint wise, I mean, it's not very much at all. You can see a little bit on the bottom, and yeah, pretty exciting. And part 3 in our series of cars they shouldn't have wasted their time making painted versions of, it's the X-Devil. Again, another car I don't see anyone using in the game. Hey, if you're a user of one of these cars, let me know in the comments below and tell me why. Why do you like these cars? Because no one else does. Why are they popular? Why do they resonate with you? But yeah, this is the last painted car they have for now. We'll do an updated video when new cars come out. Again, if you haven't been to the channel before, make sure you check out some of my other series, get subscribed, and turn on those notifications so you can see the new videos as they come up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.